Yo. Back. Time past, we getting rich. Time past, I'm getting big. Before they rich, they want me dead. Gotta run that back, man. 2800, what it is. We back, baby. Gotta bump that chest, man. This song right here. Should have did over 10 million.
The love was more real. The streets changed niggas and that's just what it is. Used to be all love, we grew apart over the years. It's sad we call each other ops, we were so tight when we was kids. It's people hurt my people, then my people won't hurt his. And they gon' shame us, I still don't see no wrong in what we did. Remember when this shit first started, they used to look at us like kids. Time passed, I'm getting big. Before I'm rich, they want me dead. They want me slave if I get famous. Can't respect it, it ain't gangsta. You tell Twitter I'm a rapper, you know damn well I'm damaged. Damn well we got a body for everybody, you niggas claim. Damn well we got a body for everybody, you niggas. But
we ain't here to talk about bodies.
We did murders, we did robberies, all that shit, but us was pain. Some funerals, a couple bottles on the outside looking in. They probably thinking he top shot or talking bang outs on the highway. Bitch, you better not tell nobody. Bro ain't take that sky, he would've died. I laughed it off that night, I swear to God, I could've cried. But I know how it go, I fucked that drill up plenty times. You can't even blame the shit, I ain't gon' lie, just don't be a nigga time. I still be thinking about the times I hugged your mother, gave you fives, and now we both stand on front line screaming, fuck the other side. You stand on business about the guys, I do the same shit about mine, but it's some shit I can't let slide. He dissed the dead, he lost his mind. He was dead wrong. He was dead wrong. He was dead wrong. He was dead. It was fun when we was young, I guess the love was more real. The streets changed niggas and that's just what it is. Used to be all love, we grew apart over the years. It's sad we call each other ops, we were so tight when we was kids. These people hurt my people, then my people won't hurt his. And they gon' shame us, I still don't see no wrong in what we did. Remember when this shit first started, they used to look at us like kids. Time passed, I'm getting big. Before I'm rich, they want me dead. It was dead wrong. It was dead wrong. It was dead wrong.
What's my other shit?
I done carry niggas, brag niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, niggas bustin' heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years. I done carry niggas, brag niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, they was bustin' heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years. Cause I know how them nights inside that cell without your family feel. I done walked them out inside your shoes, know how them J's feel. They gon' send you pictures once or twice, he ain't your man for real. No money on his phone, his bitch phone, that nigga paying the bill. You can't get a cash yet, your Sally getting high without you. You ain't get your bed yet, they eating stir fries without you. Bitch shaking ass for a bitch, she gon' fine without you. Out of sight, out of mind, you feel like they forgot about you. Not me, I'ma hold it down till they lock me. I'ma hold it down till they glock me. I don't give a damn if they give you lifetimes through 100 years. I done carry niggas, brag niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, niggas bustin' heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years. I done carry niggas, brag niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, niggas bustin' heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years. Uptown, they only called you when they needed you. Told you that they love you, but ain't show you, that's what people do. Said they was behind you, let you think that they believe in you. Watch you through that part when they got dark, they started leaving you. Cause everybody love you when them diamonds and them chains glowing. They be screaming fuck you when you crying with them chains on. Hope inside your jump, man, your jackets, they got stains on. Joy found them guilty even though they say the pain on. When you was uptown, they only called you when they needed you. Told you that they love you, but ain't show you, that's what people do. Said they was behind you, let you think that they believe in you. Watch you through that part when they got dark, they started leaving you. 100 years, I done carried niggas, buried niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, niggas busting heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years. I done carried niggas, buried niggas, dropped 100 tears. I done lost some niggas to the system, niggas busting heads. I'ma hold them down until the end, cause that's what brothers is. I don't give a damn if them bitches give you 100 years.
Alright, let me put some tags in this video. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, man. We gotta dive into this the Milwaukee situation. It's a wild situation, y'all. The twin brother of the child father was arrested. I think this is a ransom type situation for real. I think this was a ransom. And the father was there. So remember the reports were saying the father was there? The father definitely was there, man. They kidnapped the boy in front of his house. Like, yo, this shit crazy. But let me put some tags in this video real quick. What's up, Frank? They didn't veto the Epstein files. Epstein files ain't coming out. Republicans said no. It got me thinking Trump on that mother. Trump is on Epstein's list, y'all. You hear me? I should have put that in the title, man. That nigga Trump on Epstein's list. All of them is though. Trump, motherfucking Bill Clinton. Ain't no telling who on that motherfucking list, man. Nah. The uncle. The uncle might have played a role in it. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go through the whole situation. The uncle might have played a role in it. They locked up 3 people. They ain't charged them with the abduction yet. But they locked up 3 people so far. And Candace Owens is on their heels, you heard me. Candace Owens is on their heels about this whole Epstein shit. I think she's like highly upset. Then we got Teddy Bridgewater, y'all. Y'all see what happened with Teddy Bridgewater? So Teddy Bridgewater is a high school coach right now. Well, he was. But he just got suspended, y'all. For buying the kids. Taking care of the kids, basically. Buying them supplies for the team. Buying them lunch. He got suspended for that. You got a top 5, got a $150 across the neck. And he just was talking about how UK soft. That's on family, what it is. But we're gonna get to all of that, man. So this is the Milwaukee situation right here. So a couple days ago, the boy was found safe.
Old boy that went missing Friday in Milwaukee is now safe. You see it right here. Police spent the past day searching for him. He was abducted at gunpoint outside of his home Friday. He's also the subject of an overnight Amber Alert. Our Durante Matthews has been following this story all day. He joins us in studio now with what the family says is a rare ending in this case.
Yeah, that's right, Sam. Jamal White's family told me they have been through a lot just over the past 24 hours, not knowing where the 7-year-old was or even if he was alive. Now they tell me they can finally breathe knowing he's safe. An emotional ride would be the simplest way to describe Milwaukee over the weekend.
It's a lot. I was almost had an anxiety attack, but my heart's still racing.
That's a
Raven
blessing.
Jackson and Nikki Harrington can tell you firsthand.
We haven't been able to sleep. We've been crying off and on.
The two saw how in just a few minutes, sadness and suspense.
So when motherfuckers
turned.
say shit like, yo, kids ain't off limits. You remember Charleston White said that dumbass shit? Kids is definitely off limits. You know what I mean? Kids always been off limits. So when niggas be pushing that dumbass narrative, that shit, look at this community, man. Look how the community came out. They came out hunting, looking, searching, and support. All that.
To celebration.
I don't know. I'm happy.
On Saturday, the women went from searching for their missing 7-year-old cousin to celebrating his return alongside dozens of cheering community members emotionally invested in finding him. Police say around 7 Friday night near 61st and Eustis, 7-year-old Jamal White was taken at gunpoint. Video shows a boy riding his bike down the sidewalk. Then a white Jeep pulls up behind it before a child can be heard screaming. Family members say that was Jamal. His screams echoed on through the block. The State Department of Justice issued an Amber Alert for Jamal just before midnight. They urged the public to be on the lookout for a white Jeep, the same make and model seen on the video. Early Saturday, we met up with Nikki and Raven conducting a search party.
We just want baby Jay to come home.
But hours later...
Oh my Lord, they got him. That's him. They got him.
Jamal was found near 39th and Lloyd, safe and shaken up.
He looked like he was scared. He looked like he was scared, but he was okay. It looked like he was happy to see us.
A large crowd that gathered were also happy to see him.
This leads me to believe it was a dispute leading up to this. Cause the father knew exactly who took him. He knew exactly. That's how he got caught so fast. It had to be something. I think it was a money dispute. Like I don't know if y'all seen a picture of the father, but it's obvious he doing some type of hustling. And the mother, to be honest. That's the mother right there. Big chain on. Father got wads of money. So it's obvious they were doing some type of hustling, man. Yo, but yo, see, this the thing, yo. Like, you ain't supposed to subject your kids to nothing like that, yo. Like, that was a sucker move anyway. Then you got Beyonce jewelry, Beyonce's music stolen. You got this fuck boy. I'm about sick of his ass. Keep going overseas, letting white people call him the N-word and make monkey noises. Clown ass nigga. Got Sean Cotton speaking out of turn. So that's a whole bunch of shit going on, man. What's this? This Fox 5. Fox 12. What channel is this? WTASN 12. Let's get back to the kid. WISN 12. So this the most recent video to tell you.
Breaking news at 5. New video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a
Abdul,
Milwaukee
shut your
boy
bitch
at
ass up. You wouldn't say that to my face. Fuck boy.
gunpoint, sparking statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but and breaking news at 5. New video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a
The nigga that left the child. Yo, dead wrong for that. So the father You see the
News
father
at
run up on
5.
the
New
porch.
video tonight showing the
Father right
moment
there.
someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly
You ain't gotta
24
block
hours
me, I'll let
Friday
him
into
rock.
Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight, and Hannah,
We need
police
the
have
codes.
someone in custody.
As long as they ain't spamming.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street
All right.
Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. Two people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday
I
night.
couldn't
The
imagine
state
that.
not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around
crazy.
midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday,
They got him, y'all.
police recovered the boy in a home near 39th.
Them not issued the Amber Alert says that they're aware of the father. They know exactly who the father is. They know what he into. That's what took them so long, because that's inexcusable.
midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday,
They got him, y'all.
police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
All right, Hannah Hilliard live for us in
Damn.
Milwaukee tonight. Thanks, Hannah.
Child services took them? Is that typical? Is that typical in that type of situation? Hold on, because there's some shit on Facebook too. Dang, the fuck? The fuck is it doing that for? Hold up, y'all. So this the guy right here. They saying that's supposed to be involved in it. This nigga. But it's other pictures. They supposed went to a house and locked up 3 people. That shit crazy.
nearly 24 hours after his kidnapping. Authorities safely found Jamal in a house at 2000 North 39th Street, and the Amber Alert was immediately lifted. The police arrested a 25-year-old man on the spot and also arrested 2 other suspects related to the case. One person is tentatively charged with resisting arrest and obstructing justice, while the other is tentatively charged with second-degree reckless endangerment of safety. Both are 27 years old. The authorities have confirmed that criminal charges have been filed against the 25-year-old man who is still in custody. Around 7 p.m. on Friday, 7-year-old Jamal was kidnapped at gunpoint by a masked man outside his residence near 61st Street and Huston Street. The entire process was captured by the doorbell camera, and in the picture, Jamal was riding a bicycle on the left side of the screen when a white Jeep turned around and followed him. When the Jeep drove out of Jamal's camera range, his voice calling out for his father could be heard. After Jamal's family reported his disappearance, the nationwide Amber Alert was immediately activated, and the white Jeep in the doorbell video became the core target of the alert tracking. At present, the police have not released any details that led to his kidnapping and eventual discovery. The authorities stated that such a result is extremely rare, but no matter what, I'm glad he was safely found.
They ready to lock them parents up, man. And parents ready to go to jail. Cause they being quiet. For one, they haven't charged the dudes yet. They locked up 3 people. Haven't charged none of them. Put the child in protective service. And they were not releasing nothing. Where it was other pictures of the nigga. I'm glad they found him though. Oh, here go. Shit, I fucked it up. They ain't charged none of these guys with the kidnapping yet. But they was all in the house where the little boy was found. I passed the shit. I must have passed it. There you go, right here. But this ain't no motherfucking scam. Oh, alright. So this is the brother. This is the twin brother of the kid's father. Like the twin brother. Yo, it's a dirty game, yo. People crazy as a motherfucker. They like the fucking twin brother up.
A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into this new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catch.
So they was parked in front of the house. So what they parked in front of the house and banged the U-turn.
The white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted swinging his arms on the trunk of his car.
I'm glad he wasn't hurt, man. But yo, if you out here moving in the streets, yo, you gotta move. You can't. Yo, if you moving like that, yo, niggas ain't supposed to know where you live at. For real. I know it's easier said than done, but. Yeah, but the kid, yeah. He ran. He left his son. He ran in the house. His son ain't know what to do. But he obviously knew who did it because he sent the police straight to their house. So that was them hitting the house. They locked up everybody in the house, and his brother was arrested. His twin brother. This the nigga twin brother right here. This is twin brother right here. I showed y'all the guy. Hold up. Yeah, this is twin brother. That's him. That's the twin brother. Yeah, that's a dirty game, yo. I ain't gonna lie. That's fucked up. Yeah, look, I'm just glad they ain't hurt the child. But I wonder why it's this, y'all. Did y'all see, before we get to the other topics, I just wanted to update y'all on that. But did y'all see Candace Owens debating? Oh, this ain't the video. This ain't it. I guess he was debating feminism. That shit called Jubilee or something. Here it is. Candace Owens versus 20 feminists.
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just a...
I ain't watched it either, but I seen the clip of it. I figured it'd be interesting.
What if you can create your own website
Trump on
by
that
saying...
list, man. You can tell by the post that he put out that he on that list. Now they talking about where y'all get a list from. Nigga, you told us it was a list. So this woman right here has her own channel. I forgot her name. It's her page, matter of fact, Jubilee.
We live under...
So, gotta take a detour, man. Gotta find this fucking Doug, man. I could let it play, but it's gonna be running across. I'm gonna let it play. Y'all might gotta sit through ads though. I'm gonna watch it on my other phone. I gotta go find this Doug, man.
We're Phoenix Energy, a family-owned oil company focused on unleashing American oil from North Dakota and Montana. We've already sold over 2.9 million barrels, creating steady jobs for hard-working folks chasing the American dream. You can share in our success by investing with Phoenix Energy and get 9 to 13% annual interest through our Regulation D 506C bond offering. Join our next investor webinar to learn more about Phoenix Energy.
Now that I use Monday Service, AI makes solving tickets my form of meditation. Monday Service is a ticketing platform that helps us manage and automate our entire service operations with efficiency and with no code needed. IT, HR, ops, or any other department, everyone can manage ticketing their way and stay on the same platform so we can create a unified experience for our customers. Every incoming ticket is automatically categorized and the repetitive issues get resolved. Whatever tickets are left get routed to the right available rep with recommended resolutions and next steps. And you can see it all here on our dashboards. We customize them to focus on the strategic stuff, identifying company needs and opportunities so we can finally be proactive and also showcase our business impact. Turns out my job doesn't have to be that chaotic. Right, Taylor?
Sean! Close that back door. close the back door? I gotta start it over, y'all, because I ain't see none of it. Had to find this goddamn Doug. She done been on multiple platforms. I think she done been on Real Life Street Stars. A few other ones. I always say, yo, be careful what you ask for, man. That is 100% accurate. You gotta be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. How many times have I said that shit on multiple platforms? I mean, not multiple platforms, on multiple times on this channel. You gotta be careful what you ask for, be careful what you pray for. Because you might get it, man, and it might not come in how you imagined it. You heard me? I don't believe in victimhood either. I don't subscribe to that terminology. Like, yo, that victimhood thing, yo, that is totally dismissive to the facts of every situation. You know what I mean? It's like calling a person crazy.
Be that.
Damn, yo, they need to do a whole hour-long conversation. I don't want to hear nobody else. So she explained, she said she did this months ago, and it just got released. Hold on. What's that girl page?
With Google Workspace, you can create a Gmail account with your
Yeah, I
own
mean, I don't
domain
even
and
know
branding,
if she's still or not.
helping your
I don't
business
know.
look professional.
Because both points would be correct, but you have to be willing
Oh, yeah,
to
she is
acknowledge when someone says something correct.
Right, the sexual reductive.
No. Sex does not give people the ability to leave the house. The Credit Act of 1974 gave women the ability to have their own credit. In 1980, the early 1980s is when the divorce rate
Yeah, when they be
skyrocketed.
going back and talking about it, just show you that America got so far to go. Like a lot of these laws wasn't passed even 50 years ago. I mean, it just show you, yo, that we still got a long way to go, man. Long way to go.
Rocketed due to women getting their abilities to own their own credit profiles.
I think a lot wrong with society.
So you can't contribute that to sex. This is why people lose. This is how Candace Owens is able to debate people. She typically debates people like this. That's who she typically talked to.
That doesn't even make sense.
What's sex got to do with that?
Yeah, that don't even make sense.
What's sex got to do with that? Sexual revolution was allowing women.
Go to the next person.
TQ studies.
If you really want to be a CEO, want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, that still don't even make sense. I was only interested in hearing that one topic, and cause she go on multiple platforms. She real good at what she do for us public speaking. I think her and Candace Owens need to do something else together. You know, have a more in-depth conversation. Yeah, have more in-depth conversation. Hey, Rico Suave, that's a goddamn shame. Yeah, people don't want to. The lines have been blurred, man. Nobody wants to play their role anymore. You know what I mean? People used to play a role. Now, motherfuckers just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Did y'all see what happened in Atlanta? Beyonce car robbed in Atlanta. Atlanta. Did y'all hear about this? Nobody's happy, yo. Like, in order for relationships to work, yo, everybody gotta play a role. You know what I mean? Motherfucker like stepping on each other's toes and shit. Yeah, we is, Carly.
How much I used to dream of being on this stage.
Overnight, Beyonce closing out the Atlanta leg of her Cowboy Carter tour as police investigate the theft of Queen Bee's unreleased music.
Beyonce is never coming back to Atlanta after this.
On the night of July 8th, officers responding to a call about a vehicle theft at this garage in Atlanta. Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers telling police that their car had been broken into and 2 suitcases had been stolen.
Oh, that's terrible. The crime is awful. Brazen people out here.
The thieves making off with Apple laptops and designer clothes, as well as 5 hard drives that contained unreleased music.
Dang.
The Beehive reacting to the news.
Somebody done stole.
They walk around with a gold mine. But there ain't nothing they can do with it. They can't do shit with the music. Leak that shit. But, I mean, how you profit off that? Sell it. I don't know. Yo, people out this bitch scratching. You heard me.
Black 3. Seriously?
Officers using Apple's location services to track the stolen electronics, and police now say an arrest warrant has been issued for a suspect whose name has not been revealed. It's not the first time Beyonce's music has ended up in the wrong hands. 3 years ago, the Renaissance album was leaked 2 days before it was set to be released. The singer later thanking fans who waited until release date to listen. And it's not just Beyonce.
I thought that I've been hurt before.
In January, a woman was sentenced for hacking cloud storage to steal and sell unreleased music by artists including Shawn Mendes and Coldplay.
Always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Will this step just be another misstep?
And in March, a former studio engineer for Eminem was charged with stealing the rapper's unreleased music, more than 25 songs, and selling them online. ABC has reached out to Beyonce's reps, but so far no.
Now, TMZ got the 911 call to this. I ain't listened to it yet.
Seven 731, what's the location of your emergency?
I am at...
You need police, fire, or an ambulance?
It's, someone broke into my car.
Okay. Oh, are you at a business? Parked at a business?
No. I was parked at in a garage while I went to a restaurant, but they stole, like, my computers and everything, but it has a tracker on it.
What
so
level
I
of the
can
parking
see what...
Okay. What level are you on?
On the main level.
Do you have an address of where your computer is?
So it's following them because it's on Find My, like Find My iPhone. They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there. Like I work with someone who's like of a high status, and I really need the
what's
my
your
computer
name?
and everything. It's under.
It's a good callback number for you.
Yes.
All right, we'll get an officer out there as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Atlanta 911 operator 77.
No, so they ain't gonna get too far if it's a track on that bitch. See, they already got an arrest warrant. Yo, I'm about sick of this kid right here, man. Yo, this guy right here. This guy right here goes to country, live streaming, being disrespected. Like, yo, that's why I be like, yo, who are these guys, man? Like, Shorty is hella talented. You know what I mean? That nigga probably run a 4-4, jump out the gym. That nigga could play sports or something. But he streams, and he goes to these countries. And, yo, it gotta be intentional, yo. Like, I don't understand, but he's not a black American, so it really doesn't matter to him, in my opinion. But he allows these people to throw bananas at him and call him the N-word and draw funny pictures of him. Like, yo, who he got to deal with? What he with, Kick? Twitch? Yo, who this kid? Didn't he just sign like a major deal with something with somebody? Who he got a deal with, y'all? Cause we need to start questioning that whole platform. Cause why is y'all allowing this shit to be updated? Like uploaded, I mean. Look at this shit, y'all. And it's not the first time I seen this happen. This is like a repetitive thing. Like this is part of his little image or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Speed, I got it for you, bro. Got it again? Yeah. Louis Vuitton? Yeah, brother. Open.
A fucking banana, y'all. They gave him a banana, y'all. This nigga's a fucking clown. That's why I don't like some of these streaming niggas, man. He got to deal with TikTok.
Hey, come here. Now, come here. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Speed, I got it for you.
No, he ain't done.
This the best fan art you can do, Tap?
Look at this shit.
No, stop moving. I'm about to rate your fan art out of 10 live on stream.
Look at this shit, y'all. And look, these niggas just sitting around. Like, they can't be black Americans either. Like, if we don't tolerate this level of disrespect. That's why I always be saying, yo, it's the difference. Yo, we don't, if he was a black American, I mean, born and raised, I ain't talking about first, second generation, I'm talking about here since the beginning, he'd have punched him in his mouth. We don't play these type of games, man.
That, bro. Sorry, bro, I love you.
Yo, Diddy didn't do shit. OJ, I don't think OJ did that shit. If you look at if you go back, and we did this before, if you go back and look at that trial again, yo, they didn't have no evidence to charge OJ with no motherfucking murder, man.
Why you put that, bro? Why you put that, bro? What is that fan art, bro? What is that fan art, bro? See, Chad, they always get scared in person, bro. Chad, they love you, Chad. They always get. Why is my damn tongue watermelon, bro?
Yo, why is he allowed? Why is this even allowed to be broadcast? And why is he letting these people continuously play with him like that? Like, this is intentional, yo. This nigga's a fucking clown. It's a clown, man. A young clown.
He trolling, bro. Why is he trolling? This the best fan art.
Like, he ain't done.
What is great? Hey.
Oh, that's true. Look at this shit. Then why, yo, and this the thing, right?
What is that?
If this is you subject to, why the fuck is you over there? That's why I say it's intentional. Who wants to subject themselves to this type of treatment? Yeah, yo, but they did not. They really didn't have a lot of incriminating. I watched it live too. Go back and watch it now. How old are you, John? Go back and watch it again. Knowing what you know now about the criminal justice system and how flawed and how they aggressively attack certain people. Go back and watch it again. Yeah, because not don't do shit like this. Go back and watch it again. Yeah, that trial was flawed, man. The whole trial, you had motherfucking you had a whole racist police department or police force that was fabricating evidence and don't like, yo, go back and watch it again. That case was not open and shut. O.J. Simpson should have beat that case, man. Should have beat that case. They had racist investigators fabricating evidence. What's up, Damon?
He's fishing! Chad, he's fishing!
What?
What is that? Watermelon!
This nigga a bitch. I don't fuck with yo, man. He's a fuck class. Somebody need to beat yo up. Like, look at this shit, man. Everywhere he go. So basically what he's showing the world or black people is they don't fuck with us nowhere. Everywhere, but this is a play, this is stage, this is design. You feel me? Everywhere he go, he just get repeatedly and disrespected to the up 10th degree. But he keep going, he keeps streaming, he don't cut the cameras, he don't do none of that shit. Like, it is really disrespecting black people for content purposes. And they got black people allowing it. But that just goes to show what I always be saying. These guys right here ain't us. But these are the guys that they put in position. They put these guys in position to perpetrate and play like they us. And this nigga's a fucking clown. Ain't no way, yo, I would tolerate this level of disrespect I don't give a fuck what country we in. Say her, son. They're making monkey noises.
We got this. You need a diss song for you, bro. Okay. You know what these are? We know you like it, man. We know you like it. We know you like it. We know you like it. It's a negro bombo.
Yo, a clown, man. Get this thing out my fucking screen. I just wanted to show y'all a clown. This case you ain't been to the circus in a while. They on the internet too. They on the internet too. Clown ass nigga. Alright, so look, let me show you about this Teddy Bridgewater situation, right? I wanted to talk about this too. Hold on. Did y'all hear about did y'all hear about this? Murder suicide. This woman supposed to killed her boyfriend or husband. Are y'all familiar with that situation? Let me show you Fat Joe lying ass first. Fat Joe is the most bluffingest nigga. He's the most bluffingest nigga on the internet. At the barbershop. Yeah, that's it. Did you hear what? So some girl, I guess she must be close to the family or close to the situation. Was supposed to explain it. So let's find out what happened. That was in Detroit, Texas. Texas news. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Really real? That sounds crazy. You don't have to be pro-black to not allow disrespect, bro. I don't think that is pro-human. I think that would be considered pro-human. Yo, you don't allow, see, but he haven't been through, historically, wherever he's from, he haven't been through what we've been through. So he's less likely to react the way he's supposed to react in that situation. Man, you crazy motherfucker, bro. I don't know what kind of life you live. I'm from Baltimore, bro. We don't tolerate disrespect. Especially not racial disrespect. We don't tolerate racial disrespect, bro. Maybe that's how they right where you from, bro. Where I'm from, his ass probably got the shit slapped out of him. Somebody. All I gotta do is slap one of them. Oh yeah, you's a clown. Yeah, you's a clown. No more conversation with you, pimping. You let somebody slap you, bro. Why the fuck that shit always be doing that, y'all? I don't understand that. Here you go, right here. So this is the story right here. Then why are you co-signing fuck shit then, bro? See, this is the shit that be tripping me out. Why are you co-signing fuck shit? How, see, yo, this is the shit that be pissing me off for people. How can you say, I ain't never been bullied in my life, people know not to play with me, but then say, well, you know, everybody not pro-black. You know, some people just pro-human. If you pro-human, you shouldn't be accepting disrespect, bro. Like, for real. Like, yeah, we don't, I don't know how, the East Coast, what I'm learning is the East Coast is different than a lot of places. You know what I mean? Baltimore, Philly, DC, New Jersey, motherfucking, what else? Just that whole little region. Like, yo, we don't, nah, hell no. There's no way that he supposed to been allowing them people to disrespect him repeatedly. Ain't nobody get their hands put up repeatedly. He playing with them. Motherfucker give him a watermelon, and he got his art like they doing that shit for content purposes. He's a fucking sellout. But what I'm saying is, being as though he's not American black, he'd take the disrespect. If that was me or American black, that wouldn't fly, man. That wouldn't fly. What I'm also saying is, they only propel those guys for the most part. For the most part, they propel the guys that we gonna support because we think they us, but they ain't us because we don't tolerate that. That ain't tolerated. That shit was highly disrespectful, man. Highly disrespectful. Hey, sometimes you gotta fight for your life, bro. Sometimes you gotta fight for your life.
Now to a developing
You know what
story
they
in
say?
Arlington.
Stand for, you gotta die for something. You know what I mean? None of us gonna live forever.
Where some people are trying.
That's like saying the dude that ran, that left his child, oh, he was justified. I mean, you gotta die for something. Whether it's cancer, whether it's old age, whether it's a motherfucking disrespect.
Trying to come to grips with what they witnessed at a salon. Police are calling it a murder-suicide. And Tanya Iser just heard from some of the witnesses who feared for their lives.
Active shooter response.
And that's all I'm saying, Carly. He's doing that shit for views. He's allowing black people to be disrespected for fucking views. That's a problem, man. Because perception is reality. Yo, people don't understand how media work. That's why people be so willing to just accept everything. Yo, perception is reality, yo. How you are viewed and how you're displayed on public platforms matter, man. It always mattered. How they depict you on the news matters. Look, you just said some dumb at black people in Baltimore living like animals. That ain't even fucking true. It's an underbelly in almost every fucking community. Yo, down mean you gotta accept it, bro. But you just said you don't accept disrespect. People don't have to play with you. So how can you then say these things are gonna happen in the world? That don't mean, yeah, they are gonna happen. But how you react matters, bro. You don't sit back and just allow it. Oh shit, they're gonna happen. I'm just gonna go to country to country to country. Let these motherfuckers throw watermelons at me. Make monkey noises. Like, yo, that shit sounds foolish, yo. Yeah, that don't even make sense. So how do you? So why did you? You're not making sense, bro. You're not making sense. You just co-signed that behavior, and now you saying ain't nobody gonna disrespect you. Loyalty betrayal, what it is, man. Yeah, you're not making. You're not. Your argument is all over the place. Really real. It's all over the place. It doesn't make sense. You must not be black. Tell the truth. Oh, well, salute to you, yo. You're a hell of a guy, man. Hey, really real, you're a better man than me. Because I'd have punched one right in the mouth. Stream ended. Arrested. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta prove a point. I bet if you'd have punched one of them in the mouth and it went viral, I bet they wouldn't have tried that shit again. Yo, people only do what you allow, man. It's obviously. Oh, so yo, come on. So you're a black woman, real? Come on now. Like, that's just, you sound crazy, man. You're supposed to know better, man. So you don't mind black men being disrespected. Oh, all right. At least we got some common ground. Now this situation is crazy, and it's a girl going to explain how this all happened. But let's check this out.
Came in just after 10:15 Friday morning to a strip shopping center on South Cooper Street. Normally a quiet spot.
Yeah, but sometimes yo, people only respect violence. Really real. You know what I mean? Yo, it's a segment of the world that's all they respect is violence. Like, yo, that's why Martin Luther King Jr. What you call it? His movement wasn't really effective. Like, yo, you can't be out here just turning the other cheek to disrespect repetitively. You're just getting disrespected by everybody. They sick of dogs or you ain't fighting back. They just doing some of the wildest things. You just, nah, hell no, that shit not effective, man. People, this is the United States of America, man. Yo, people respect violence in America. Like, I'm sorry, that's the God honest truth. I mean, if you're not willing to die behind something, then yo, you ain't standing for nothing. You gotta die for something, man. You can't just allow people to just say anything to you, do anything to you. I tell my kids, I say my kids ain't never been in a fight, but I say, yo, you gonna have to fight one day, unless you're gonna be a pushover. Unless you just gonna have people disrespecting you, run over the top, because that's what people do. If you give a person an inch, they take a mile. That's what people do. If you let them slide, they roller skate. That's what people do, man. We can take it back to Cassie and Diddy. I mean, the freak off started with one guy. Next thing you know, it's 3 guys. This how life works, man. That's how life works. You shouldn't have opened that door. Once you open the door of disrespect, then the floodgates is coming in. Gotta keep that door closed, man. No, Cassie ain't no victim.
Somebody came in and shot a client.
Mario Ibarra works there. Inside one of the suites, he and others say the man who died was in the chair, getting a haircut.
Damn.
The gunfire started.
I heard gunshots on the other side of the building.
Another witness, too shaken to go on camera, told us the victim was a regular here. He came to the barber shop several times a week. He says
I
the
ain't say
shooter
Cassie was no
fired
victim.
a burst
I
of
know
shots.
Cassie. I've been saying Cassie wasn't no victim for 7 months. You feel me? Trust me, you must be new here. I've been saying, I've been the only person on YouTube saying Cassie wasn't no victim at one point.
Then began telling everyone to get out and tried to get into several stalls. He says he locked himself in with a customer and said to himself, Lord, just let me get out of here. A bystander recorded the moment police arrived on scene and entered the building. Officers say the woman had tried to leave, but when she saw police, she ran back inside and shot herself. The man died here at the scene.
We were all scared. We didn't know what to think of. We were just scared. I have no idea what to think, really. But we were just all hiding and wanting it to be over.
The shooter died later at the hospital, both just 37 years old. 2 lives, gone in seconds. Police say the two once had a romantic relationship, and tonight they're still working to understand why it ended in tragedy. In Arlington, I'm Tanya Eisen.
All right, so this is a girl explaining it. I guess she's close to the family or close to the situation.
Chick-fil-A employee for...
But she's explaining what actually happened and why these things occurred.
Okay, I'm here to tell the story of Michelle and Todd to clear the false narratives. He did not give her HIV. He was not cheating on her at the time of the murder-suicide. In fact, they haven't even been together in over a year. Yeah, Michelle came from nothing. She built herself up as a veteran, as a successful business owner.
What's up, bitch?
Her knowledge, the things that she knew in order to get money to take care of her kids as a single mother. When she met Todd, Todd was living downtown Dallas under a CPN number. He did not know how to do credit repair. She taught him how to do that, and they built this business, Credit Champs, together. Whenever they broke up, because I see he's been sending his clients the video when she pulled the gun on him. She wanted him out of her house, and he would not leave. There's an active restraining fact. They haven't even been together in over a year. Order right now against him. Terroristic threat against her and her son. He threatened to kill them both. Okay? Todd reversed all of Michelle's mortgage payments up to I think 18 months.
Dang.
Probably more.
That's sir.
To the point where she was about to lose her home. How he did this is because they have a joint bank account. He removed her off of the bank. I don't even know how he could have even did this, but he removed her name off the bank because she had no access. He created a new email for everything to go to, not the email that they had. Michelle went to Vegas one weekend, and she came back, and all her money was gone. Now, could you imagine having $250,000 or even $500,000 in your bank account, and now it's zero? You can't pay your mortgage. You can't take care of your kids. He's threatening you. He's not giving you nothing for your kid. Okay? Order right now against him. Michelle had several cases against this man. Okay? Me, as well, had a lawsuit that I just won and got paid off a day before the murder-suicide. Michelle was suing him for a lot. He was taunting her by still promoting this company, still making money off this company that they built, not giving her access to any of the money. He also wrapped a Cybertruck, was riding past her house. She could see it on her Ring camera. He was taunting her. She was so full of debt. She was about to lose her home. The air went out in her Tesla. It was just a lot of stuff going on, and she had $0 to deal with her situation. She reached out to family. She reached out to people to help her.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And only a handful of us helped her. Michelle had several cases again. Okay? So with all this stuff that y'all got going on about he gave her HIV and she was cheating and it's more dick out there, it had nothing to do with that. That man stole her whole life. And he flaunted it in her face.
Yeah, that's crazy, kid.
Todd also took her $10,000 settlement payment that she got from the military. When he got access to her phone, he drained her personal account.
Damn.
Locked her out of her business accounts. Wouldn't help her with her son. So, all of this stuff, I just want to clear the false narrative. He is not who you think he was. And I'm not justifying anything that she done, but I understand. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to say because I really don't care, honestly. I'm going to feel the way I feel, okay? So with all this stuff that y'all got going on about he gave her HIV and she was cheating,
Damn, that's fucked up. That's crazy. Wow, that shit happen like that. Motherfuckers get spiteful, man. Hmm. Yeah, that's fucked up. I ain't talking about this. It cost them both their life. Cost them both their life. Did y'all see this story right here? It's a wild ass story happening in the Bronx. Look at this shit, yo. This the epitome of the youth right now. So they putting hands on this guy, right? And he's recording it. Yo, but this shit is ready to end up bad. This is ready to end up bad. Like, I don't know why everybody's so hell-bent on pulling their cameras out, recording everything. But this nigga ready to lose his life. Him right here. Whole time he had a strap on him.
And it was right over there across the street, right in front of 1240 Commonwealth Avenue. A little before 1 p.m. We will show you that video, but we do have to warn you, this is not easy to watch. In it, you can see that man in the orange shorts who looks like he's holding something in his left hand, going after the man in the blue sweatsuit who's on the ground, along with that other man in red pants who's also holding his phone. A source tells us he was actually live streaming this entire thing. Now, after the man in the orange shorts takes the guy in the sweatsuit up against the wall, watch as he reaches into his sweatsuit, it looks like, and grab a gun. We froze the video there, but you could hear 4 gunshots, with the first one looking like it hit the man in the orange right between his shoulder blades. Now, both the shooter and the man in the red pants ran off at first, but then the shooter comes back to see exactly what had happened. Now, people in the area told us that they did see the shooter run off after that around the corner on Westchester towards the subway station, and it was right over there across.
We gotta get that whole story. That happened in the Bronx. What news was this? I hate when they do that shit, man. What news was this? I don't know what the fuck the story. How many days ago that shit was? 10 killed, 2 others hurt. What news is this, man? These niggas need to start quoting damn news sources. Shooting on Commonwealth Avenue, Bronx, New York.
I got the latest for shooting on Commonwealth Avenue, Bronx, New York. The first headline, from New York Post, is NYC beatdown victim turns tables and opens fire on attackers, leaving one clinging to life, wild video shows.
He shot both of them?
Most doctors recommend daily walks because of the many health benefits associated with walking, including healthy circulation. But how do you...
Let me skim through this to see what the fuck they actually gonna show. Yeah, that's too graphic. Let's see if we can put it in slow motion. That's too graphic. Yeah, we can't show that on YouTube. We can skip through it. Look, he's sitting there recording the whole thing. He pulled the gun out, shoots him. He shot him too. Well, the sad part about it for him is New York don't have no motherfucking self-defense. No self-defense in New York. So I don't know how they going. Dang, yo, post getting graphic. Like, how the fuck they just gonna post that man dead body laying in the street? So this happened 3 days ago. John, you need to get your life together, pimping. Yeah, but have y'all seen this Teddy Bridgewater situation? I just wanted to show y'all that. That was something I was saying the other day. It was crazy. So look at this. Former NFL quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is suspended as a high school coach in Miami for using his own money on rides, meals, and recovery for players, and then asking fans to donate. He got suspended for this. So it said, despite leading the team to a Class 3A state championship in his first year, former Pro Bowl quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is now suspended for his role as a head coach at Miami Northwestern for allegedly providing inadmissible benefits to his players, such as Uber rides, meals, and recovery services. According to ESPN, Bridgewater admitted he used his own money to cover the team expenses last season, and when the school couldn't keep up, he turned to fans for help, asking for donations to support the team this year. Yo, how the fuck did he get suspended for that? Like, yo, they got some wild rules in these college and high school sports. So he responded to this. I think Shannon Sharp spoke about it too. Let's see if Stephen A. Smith spoke about it. Shannon Sharp, Teddy Bridgewater. Now, that Shannon Sharp case ready to get thrown out, y'all. I think he might have paid the girl or something. I don't know what he did, but Tony Busby and the girl didn't come to court the last court hearing they had. Then they got one more chance to come to court. I still think he a freaky ass nigga. Hey, Johnny Appleseed, you tripping, shorty. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the family.
You know, last year,
Want me gone and more. He was asking for donations for the football coach at his alma mater. Ocho, let's jump right into it. Teddy Bridgewater has been suspended as the head football coach at his alma mater, Miami Northwestern High School, for reportedly giving impermissible benefits to his players. The suspension comes less than a week after Bridgewater detailed in a Facebook post in which he was asking for donations for the program that which he personally covered. $14,000 for training camp, $9,500 for team pride sets, $2,200 a week for pregame meals, $1,300 a week for recovery, $700 a week for Ubers, and more. He's being penalized for that. So, Teddy, a volunteer, not even a school employee, is being suspended for help.
Yeah, that man got suspended for helping the team. No. He not. He coaching. He not playing no more. He coaching a high school in Florida, and he's not even a. He was a volunteer. They suspended him from helping the kids.
Helping kids and doing good in the community. Teddy alleged that administrators
Can't
at
help kids,
Northwestern
bro.
want me gone,
No-go.
apparently. Ocho, this is down your neck of the woods. You're very familiar with all things South Florida. What's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. From my understanding, obviously Miami Northwestern, very good,
about
very
laws,
good program.
man.
Very
They just
good
won the state
program.
championship
Obviously,
last year. That's his alma mater. Go ahead.
They just won state. You know, last year Teddy did a hell of a job coming
Laws
in
need to be
and
changed.
changing that program around in less than a year. I think the previous season, I think they hadn't really won that many games. Obviously, inner city school, and the fact that out of his own money, out of his own pockets, being able to feed some of those kids. Obviously, this is. I hate saying a poverty-stricken area. I hate saying it. I hate using that type of word, but these are kids that needed rides, transportation to and from practice. Obviously, Teddy taking it upon himself to feed the kids as well, because preparing them for the next level, because this is the type of treatment you're going to get at the next level, you know? Giving them that type of exposure, that type of atmosphere, and what it's like to be at the next level. Some of the things he was doing to help the kids, it's unfortunate. I've heard both sides. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, obviously being down here in Miami, Teddy Bridgewater and that athletic director at Miami Northwestern, they don't see eye to eye. They're not on the same page where they should be. What Teddy has brought, you know, to that school, and what it's done for that school, and some of the things he has been doing, there should be no reason why they don't see eye to eye based on what Teddy's trying to do for these kids and giving back in every way he can out of his pocket. I think also, on the flip side of things, I think it can also be a liability for the school in a sense. If anything is to happen to these kids, you know, God forsaken that it wouldn't, I think the school has to protect themselves as well. So I kind of see both sides of it, but what Teddy's doing, man, listen, I salute you. It's really unfortunate. If it was a private school, this is something that they do. This is something that is normal. It's a norm for them. But a public school is frowned upon, and the fact that he was suspended for it is ridiculous, huh? It's ridiculous, because he's been a huge help for those kids. Huge help for that program and what he's been able to do.
Is it because he personally took the money out of his own pocket? Or if they were, like you said, if it was a big enough school and they could raise the money and this happened, would that be an issue? Because it seems like I think they're getting into it, Ocho, is that you're paying these players. You're giving them things that other kids don't get if they went to another school. That ain't my fault.
Right. That has nothing to do with nothing. I think the problem is I think everything would have been good if Teddy hadn't have posted what he had done.
Right.
I think nobody would have known. You know, he posted what he had done for the kids in the mountain which he had spent to that point, and then asked for donations, which he probably would have. I think he would have been safe if he asked for the donation
first and not post about what you've done.
Yeah, without letting everybody know what he had done. Listen, one thing about Miami Northwestern alumni, them Bulls gonna band together. You hear me? Them Bulls gonna band together and raise whatever money needs to be raised for those kids to make sure that they have, and they don't go without.
Yeah, I mean, I see some of these, I see some of these schools in Texas and California and Georgia where they building these 15, 20, 30, 40, $50 million facilities for high school program. Obviously, in the South, football is king. Obviously, in the West, California, football is king as well. But in the South, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Texas, football is king. And they will close Friday nights. They close everything down early because they want to make sure the fans get out there and cheer on their local team. With that being said, I'm like I said, 95. I don't know what a team pride set is. Somebody gonna need to explain to me what's a team pride set. The pregame meals, $2,200 a week for pregame meal. I guess, Ocho, that's not a lot if you feeding 100 kids.
Yeah, it ain't.
If you're feeding 100 kids, Ocho, that's not a lot of money. That's basically $20 a plate. And you talk about a high school kid. Hell, I remember when I was in high school, I eat like 3-4 plates. I mean, they wouldn't let you eat that much. They didn't want you to be out there rolling over. But hey, Ocho, you get your spaghetti. We got spaghetti, or we got like steak and baked potatoes or something like that. I can't once. Now that ain't no weekly. We didn't get no weekly pregame.
What you eat,
man? And how did those young men repay him? By winning the state championship.
But see, Ocho,
winning a state championship.
That's why everything shouldn't be posted. You see, they use
says the nigga that posted a motherfucking freak video. Get this nigga on my screen. Fuck out of here, nigga. You everything should be posted, but you posted a motherfucking video of Michelle. Get the fuck out of here. That's why I can't listen to these niggas, man. All right, so Teddy Bridgewater spoke out. Teddy Bridgewater said, damn, people caused all this confusion. Got a phone call tonight and there's no real investigation going on. I told you I have to be an employee to be investigated. Now the paperwork thing still stands, but there was no investigation. We self-reported. Vern and his administrative homeboys want me gone apparently and tried to hire one of my dogs like bro wasn't going to lace me up. The suspension came from MNW, and it's impossible to suspend someone who doesn't work for you. So if I'm suspended from MNW, I'm free to go to another school of my choice, but I'm not going anywhere. And if it comes down to it, I will volunteer from the bleachers, like I used to do in 2018 and 19, when no one had a problem. This is my last post about this. BS. Yeah, so that shit crazy. Yeah, I can't fuck with shit. Niggas just be saying anything, right? So y'all hear about this, yo? So, fuck this girl is Gorilla tried to get JT beat up. They was going to bank JT in Atlanta, man. Gorilla crazy motherfucker, man. Get some money, man. What the fuck y'all here trying to bank people for and shit? Let's talk this Epstein shit, man.
At 7.
So, Candace Owens is highly upset about this Epstein files. At least that's what it appears. You never know with these people. It appears that she's upset that the Epstein's files ain't getting released. It appears that she's upset with Donald Trump.
24 a.m., a photojournalist named William Farrington for the New York Post, he works for the New York Post, creates a file, the metadata became available, for the first 2 photos of Jeffrey Epstein being transported into the hospital, where it's going to be pronounced dead just 12 minutes later. So I just want you to understand the amount of luck that this guy had from the New York Post.
That is
I lived in New York. You're not just a photojournalist that's just sitting outside to see who's going into a hospital. You get the photo, and it happens to be that you work for the New York Post, which is a whole Israeli op. Don't get me started. The New York Post, the one that did like Candace Owens Anti-Semite of the Year, New York Post. The New York Post that has literal IDF soldiers that write for them. Yeah, that New York Post, their photojournalist, William Farrington, happens to be in the right place at the right time, got tipped off and made it across town, wherever maybe he lived nearby. A lot of things would have had to go right for William Farrington to capture that photo. And then at 8:54 a.m., the first news report comes out of ABC from a journalist named Aaron Katursky. And he's the first that tweets that Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Sources tell ABC that Epstein committed suicide at MCC Manhattan. Now, a couple of things weird about this. First off, Aaron Katursky has got a lot of luck. He's one of those journalists that's always there when something happens. He also was one of the first to know that Michael Jackson was dead. Whatever, lucky guy. Now, what's even weirder about that guy is the fact that he works for ABC News. Why? Because ABC News infamously killed the Jeffrey Epstein story. They had it for years about the sex trafficking, about the girls, and from the top, the journalist that was lower rung, which was Amy Robach of ABC News, was told to kill the story. How do we know this? Because she got caught on a hot mic saying that ABC honchos plus the royal family came down and made her kill the story. Here is Amy Robach
caught on the hot mic venting her frustration about the fact that she knew about Epstein and was told she couldn't report on it. Take a listen.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air.
I remember that.
First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything.
First they gasped, nobody knows who he is. Then they said, oh, you're just not running the story. And it was over. But now ABC News mysteriously first to report it, not the New York Post. It's virtually impossible to find anything about William Farrington on the internet. There's like one photo of him at an Israel Day parade. I'm not kidding. I can't make this stuff up. In New York at 7:24 a.m., a photojournalist named...
Yeah, it's a lot of fuck shit going on with this Epstein situation. More than likely, Trump on that list. He ain't trying to produce evidence. So the Republicans blocked it in
none. The
Congress
questions on the
today.
amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment's not agreed
Chair, I'm
to.
kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Fitchbach. No. Mrs. Fitchbach, no. Mr. Norman. Yes. Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy. Mrs. Houchin. Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy. Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith. Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack.
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern.
Aye.
Mr. McGovern, aye. Ms. Scanlon. Ms. Scanlon, aye. Mr. Neguse. Yes. Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Ledger Fernandez. Ms. Ledger Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair.
No.
Madam Chair, no.
That's why I tell you, they don't care about victims, man. This is disgraceful, man. Epstein's files blocked by Congress. They don't care about victims, man. That's why I always say, yo, they allege this man was trafficking children. They need to release Ghislaine Maxwell now. They say this man was trafficking children, yo. And this serves more interest to protect the child molesters. It serves more interest to the country to protect the child molesters. That shit crazy.
For breaking news, the Republican-controlled House Rules Committee has just voted to block the release of the Epstein files. Joining us now, the member of Congress who forced that vote, Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna of California. Congressman Khanna, give us the latest situation with the House Rules Committee.
Well, it's very disappointing. I had a very simple amendment that the full Epstein files should be released. It went for a vote to the House Rules Committee. Jim McGovern, who is the ranking member for House Democrats, made sure that all 4 Democrats voted for the release. Ralph Norman, a Republican, actually joined with the Democrats, saying that there should be a vote on the full release. Chip Roy didn't show up for the vote, but 7 other Republicans blocked it. So as of now, there is going to be no vote tomorrow, up or down vote on whether the Epstein files should be released.
And this was the first stage of your attempt to get a full vote by the House of Representatives, to see a full recorded vote. Everyone could see how their member of Congress voted on this issue. And that's what was blocked by the Rules Committee, not allowing you to get to that stage on the floor. Why would it be important to have that recorded vote on the floor?
Well, in a very simple way, we should see whose side are you on. That's really what this Epstein file issue has become. It's not just about knowing who's being protected, the rich and the powerful, in terms of who had interaction with Jeffrey Epstein. It's the sense that people have that the government is too beholden to certain interests who have their thumb on the scale, and that they're not working for ordinary people. And what the Democrats are saying is, we want to make sure that we get full justice here, that we get full transparency. And this may have been the first attempt that was blocked, but I'll tell you, it's not going to be the last attempt. We already have Representative Vesey, who has a resolution. Leader Jeffries is saying that we're going to push for transparency here. And we can keep introducing these kind of...
They say he committed suicide. You know, that's the story. They sticking with it. They saying a lot. You feel? They saying he committed suicide. They saying it wasn't no Epstein list. It was just a rumor, even though, shit, for years they told us it was an Epstein list, and he was using that list to blackmail other high-profile individuals. Now the list don't exist. B-boys, what it do?
Amendments every week, every month, to force the Republicans to demand the release. And this is something that many Republicans believe should happen, as was evidenced by Ralph Norman's vote.
The Elon Musk commentary on this situation continues. Elon Musk posted this after Donald Trump's long Jeffrey Epstein social media postings. Elon Musk said, seriously, he said Epstein half a dozen times while telling everyone to stop talking about Epstein. Just release the files as promised. Congressman, are you concerned about a possible precedent here that
Trump
down the line,
list,
a few
man.
years from now, we could be talking about the release of some other federal criminal investigative file that you might think should not be released? Or is
Think a
this
lot of
a
people on that
unique
list.
case? This is, after all, in the entire history of this country, we have exactly one president who had a convicted pedophile as a best friend.
Lawrence, look, I think you raise a very thoughtful point, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, there's
Bill
a
Clinton
reason.
was fucking with that nigga too. Yeah, man. So this is a Democratic platform. Bill Clinton was fucking with that nigga too. It was all up, man. Ain't no telling who was, man. We just living in a dirty world, y'all. Believe nothing. Yeah, man. That's why I would say question everything.
You have DOJ policy saying you can't leak things about people before you charge them. You would not want a Justice Department that just arbitrarily started leaking things about people caught up in an investigation.
Disappointed.
But here you have a very unique situation. You have a president of the United States who promised the American people the release of these files. You have an attorney general who went on television and said that on her desk is a Epstein client list and that she's going to promise to release that to the American public. So now you have a question of trust. And I think what the president should do is say this is a unique circumstance that potentially involves governments of other countries, that involves potentially national security. And for a one-time issue, we're going to release it to have total transparency. We're going to protect the victims, but we're going to release it. And this is not precedent setting. It's simply doing what I and the Attorney General promised the American people. And if they don't do that, they have a huge issue.
Carson Rokana, thank you very much for joining us with your...
Yes, that is crazy, y'all. Man, they probably burnt that list, probably gone. Hey, man, once they decide they want to go release it, they probably burn it, bro. They probably buried that list, man. That list probably blown as fucking smithereens. Deleted off every fucking computer that it was housed in. Like, that's crazy though. But like, it just goes into what I be saying, y'all. They don't care. You know what I mean? They care much more about protecting their own than they do about victims. Any victims. You know what I mean? Victims of murder, sexual assault, all that shit, man. You feel me? Like, they don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Yo, it ain't even about Trump, yo, because Trump ain't the only one on that list, Scola. He ain't the only one on that list. A whole bunch of people on that list, man. A whole bunch of politicians. See, yo, you gotta realize Epstein dealt in heavy politics. I mean, he was a big Democratic donor. You know, Epstein wasn't, I don't think Epstein was a Republican. I think Epstein was a Democrat. And he dealt in them circles. You know what I mean? And I think everybody that was in them circles was aware. Like what's Com said? Trump said it years ago, the Epstein like him young. Everybody, this wasn't no secret. You feel me? They knew what that man was doing, man. They was all part of it. The nigga had a whole island that he trafficked children in. Like, oh, this shit crazy, man. Shit is crazy. The motherfucking Prince nigga, he can't come back to the United States. Well, he probably can now. But they was talking about arresting him, or at least taking him in for questioning. And then Trump talking about Trump talking about why are people so interested in it. Bitch. Nigga, there's kids involved, nigga. Y'all try to put kids on Diddy. Now this is way different. You know what I mean? This man got convicted twice of fucking with children. Twice. Like, this ain't speculation. Like, this
Are
is
you feeling
facts.
stuck with $10,000 or more?
These ain't just rumors. These things really happened. The man got convicted way before the Me Too movement. Yeah, Prince Andrews.
A lot of developments from Capitol Hill. Today alone, there were 2 Democrats that introduced measures essentially demanding or pushing for the release of all of the Epstein files. And today, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was asked about it.
Option 1, Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, and the MAGA extremists intentionally lied to the American people for years about the Jeffrey Epstein situation. That's option 1.
That's what it's saying, like, Kevin.
Option 2 is that, in fact, there's reason for the American people to be concerned as it relates to what information has not been released.
Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries also asked whether he supports the efforts Democrats are putting forward. He didn't commit to that, but this is what he said.
The White House has a lot more information about that than I'm privy to, so I have to trust that they'll make the right decision, but I think they will, so we'll see.
So it's pretty clear, both here at the Capitol and at the White House, this Epstein story not going away anytime soon.
I don't think that shit gonna go away. I don't think people gonna let up on him. I don't think it's gonna go nowhere for real, because people want answers. You know what I mean? People tired of being lied to, yo, by the government. Yo, the government does a lot of lying. You know, I don't know if people realize that or not. And they've been doing this shit for so many years. It's like, yo, people getting tired of it. Yo, like, yo, at least sprinkle some truth in that motherfucker. You niggas just be making up stories, putting false allegations on people, withholding information. Like, man, but you want people to have faith in the system. Man, fuck out of here. That's why I be saying fuck that shit. Fuck the feds. I ain't trying to hear nothing about the criminal prosecution. You feel me? Like, yo, that's why, yo, people be wondering why I be on this shit I be on. Yo, that's the fucking reason. These people don't give a fuck, man. Why the fuck should I? They don't give a fuck. Why should I, man? These are the ones that make the laws and break them. You feel me? Yo, I seen something that said that she ready to speak out. They probably kill her ass. She probably be dead in a week. I seen something the other day that said this fucking bright as shit out this bitch. That she ready to speak out. I don't know how true it is. You know, ain't really had no source attached to it, but I think she need to speak out. The fuck going on, man? Who's on that motherfucking list, man? Who the clients? I just want to know who the clients is. Like, I don't give a fuck if Epstein dead or alive. You hear me? Like, that shit don't. I care nothing about that. I want to know who are the clients. That's it. It's not even, yo, you keep talking about Trump. Yo, they all doing it, school. They all doing it. Nothing about no motherfucking Trump. You think Trump the only person on that list? Shit, we had a whole nother president before Trump that ain't released the shit. You know what I mean? Like, how long, when he got locked up? 2019? When the fuck Jeffrey Epstein got booked? We done had 5 presidents since then, man. What year did Jeffrey Epstein get arrested? That man got arrested in 2006, man. We done had motherfucking 3 presidents since then, yo. Can't just blame Trump. It's all of them. It's all of them. Trump is taking most of the blame because Trump promised that he was gonna release the documents. That's why people is blaming Trump. But on the grand scheme of things, it's Obama, it's Biden, it's Trump, every single one of them motherfuckers, man. Out here trafficking children and shit. See, yo, that's why, yo, in certain states, they trying to lower the age of consent. You know what I mean? It's certain states, yo, but they trying to pass legislation to lower the age of consent to 13. Yo, there's some sick people in this world, man. I don't know if Obama on there or not. I'm saying he was in office. He could have released the documents his damn self. What's up, Ray? That's what's up, man. What the fuck is a fabric? Hey, shut your ass up! Where's fucking barking, man? Hey, get on my goddamn nerve. Can't do shit without your barking. Shit, them Epstein files always was an issue, Skull. People been asking for that shit since 2006. You remember they made a whole documentary to talk about he was blackmailing people and Prince Andrews, man. People been wanting to see them documents, man. People been wanting to see them documents. They release them in 2075. 2075, they'll come out. We all be dead. And man, our kids might, yeah, man, get to find out who was really on there. You feel me? Like, that's how that shit usually go, man. Yeah, man. 2075, Epstein documents get revealed. Yo, it ain't funny though, but that's really how they operate, man. That's really how they operate. Ain't nobody gonna be alive. Hey, Nico, I'm about sick of your shit. Matter of fact, let me see something. This hot as shit out here. Gotta make some motherfucking shade this bitch. Shut up! No, you're not going outside. You definitely going outside. You don't understand the fucking yard. Stop barking if I put you down the basement. Somebody trying to do something, you ass barking and shit. Damn, I ain't got my fucking lighter. Hold up, y'all. You're not going out, man. Rather sit down. You're not going out. I bet, y'all. Had to put the damn awning up. My fucking son is a bitch. I put shit out here. Ain't that shit called an awning? I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that's what they gonna do, y'all. Our grandkids be like, man, who the fuck is Jeffrey Epstein? Never heard of that guy before. And why is he so important? Gonna be bombshell evidence on that bit. That's another thing. What happened to all the kids? Yo, like Chill said earlier. Yo, they say he did this shit to over 1,000 kids. Where the fuck they at? That's another question. Where are the kids? It was I think only 4 testified. How many people testified on Jeffrey Epstein? I think it was only 4. How many people testified on Jeffrey Epstein? A large number of individuals provided testimony or gave statements concerning Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, all right. Say more than 20. 23 women came forward. So where the fuck is the other 977? And we missing 967 women, y'all, or kids. We missing 967 kids, y'all. Where the fuck is they at? They probably killed them. That's what I think. They probably killed them for real. I should put some food on the grill. Hey, Sean. Sean. Man, I think everybody got questions, yo. And that's what I'm saying, yo. Like, if we living in a transparent world, like they try to make it, they try to make it seem like the fuck. Man, yo, fuck out my motherfucking charger. If we live in a world that's supposed to be transparent, or a country that's supposed to be transparent, like I think the questions that people was asking are valid questions. They ain't like niggas don't want to know what kind of gas this airplane took. You feel me? Niggas don't want to know nothing crazy. We got valid questions. I think they deserve to be answered. But they're gonna keep it low. Just like they kept the assassination of Martin Luther King low. Just like they kept what happened with Malcolm X low. You know what I mean? JFK. This is another one of them situations. Yeah, my fucking phone not taking no charge out here. Just another one of them situations, y'all. They're gonna keep private. Yeah, man. Why the fuck is this cord not working? I gotta get another cord. Nico, shut up. Damn, yo. I might have to end the live, yo, because I ain't got no fucking. Ooh. I ain't got no goddamn cord. My phone is dying like a motherfucker. For some reason, this box out here stopped working on me. What's up, Pan? Yeah, I just think people got valid questions that deserve answers. You know, I think when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein, people deserve answers. You know what I mean? Like, if we ain't talking about, like, all right, if you don't want to release that the government played a hand in the assassination of Martin Luther King, all right, cool. Yo, but we talking about children, man. You feel me? Like, yo, this is a difference. We talking about kids, man. We talking about the possibility of government officials molesting children. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, yo, but that just shows you, like I always say, like, that's crazy, man. We don't even know the full details of the Catholic Church. You know what I mean? Like, some of these things, they don't give a fuck, yo. They don't care about victims, yo. They don't care about victims. Like I said, yo, in this country, you got a better chance of being a suspect. Sad reality. You get much more respect being a suspect than the victim over this bitch. They don't give a fuck about no motherfucking victim. Yeah, why did my fucking plug just go out, man? Damn, yo. I don't know, go back down to the basement. It'll be cold down that bitch. That fact. Fuck it. Let's see if we can watch an Epstein video. They probably got that bitch copyrighted. That's another thing they do. I mean, you try to watch a video on that bitch will copyright you. Don't be surprised if they scrape them bitches off the internet. I couldn't believe it was just so disrespectful though for them to say that it was a rumor that it was an Epstein's list. Like, they didn't really hit us with that. That's the same shit they hit us with the Diddy shit. It was a rumor. What no motherfucking rumor? You motherfuckers said that shit in court documents. Hey man, yo, shit. They say that shit in trial. They come back and tell you, no, that just was a rumor. Well, you the one started the motherfucker. The case against Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, he ain't lying. Shit ain't about truth, man. Yeah, I don't want to see none of that. Fucking flies. Yeah, they mad. Everybody mad about this shit. All the MAGA supporters. Everybody mad as a bit. D-Man, what's up? The Jeffrey Epstein cover up. So somebody did a video on it 5 days ago. Let's check your video out. We shouldn't get copyrighted for this. This on Scary Hours. That what happened to the video. I can't watch the bitch. Oh, here we go. Dang, they put they put a
Bill Clinton. Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. You still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
They making it all about Trump. Yo, this is not all about Trump, yo.
This guy's been talked about for years.
Such a great dancer.
You're 14 years old.
Yeah, you knew very well my age.
14. God damn.
I don't think he cared.
And you helped him build this international human trafficking.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Who killed Jeffrey Epstein?
This doesn't look like a suicide.
200 victims, that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret.
I believe that he was murdered.
Accused trafficker Jeffrey Epstein discovered dead today in his jail cell. The cause, an apparent suicide.
This is everything. The only solace for me is that when a group of people who've experienced trauma of this kind come together united against a common enemy, there's a very special bond between us all.
No list, no names, just a memo, a video, and a final statement that left more silence than answers. After years of whispers, lawsuits, and one infamous death in a locked federal cell, the Department of Justice has finally spoken. But what they said and didn't say has only deepened the mystery. If one man built an entire network of abuse, how did it with just him? Before we get to what the DOJ concluded, let's go back to how it started, because the story underneath it isn't what you think.
Oh my gosh, I was 14 years old. Like, what the hell, when you're that young?
In 2005, police in Palm Beach, Florida, opened an investigation into Jeffrey Epstein after a 14-year-old girl said she had been sexually abused inside his waterfront mansion.
But at the same time, I was scared too, because I didn't know if he would get angry, so I kind of just followed. I would have just my underwear on, because that's how he liked it. So.
I don't even care if he did or not, to be honest, y'all. Like, I'm more worried about the other people involved. I could care less if Jeffrey Epstein is dead, alive, in Nebraska, in Israel. Like, that shit don't even really matter to me. I want to know who else was complicit.
He would just get massages back, and then he would potentially later on turn over and play with himself. And he would also like when I would play with his nipples. He used to get turned on by that. And then he would finish himself off, and then that would be the end of it. And he would still give me the 300, and normally I would either get it from the secretary, would leave it in a drawer in the massage room.
How often do you think
It was
you
like
were there?
Yeah, like once a week, twice a week, my freshman year.
Did you ever tell him your age?
I told the recruiter, I've mentioned it in front of him, yes.
You're 14 years old.
Yeah, he knew very well my age. You know exactly, who he was hanging out with.
No child, you see a child.
I don't think he cared.
It didn't take long for investigators to uncover more victims. Dozens of teenage girls, some as young as 13, said Epstein paid them for massages that quickly turned into something else. Some were told to recruit other girls. The pattern was clear. So was the scale. Epstein, at the time, was a wealthy financier with a private jet, homes in Manhattan and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and ties to celebrities, royalty, and powerful men in business and politics. Police compiled a strong case and referred to it to the FBI.
He was using kids to recruit other kids. And he was focusing on, kids that was coming from abusive homes and runaways and shit like that.
2008, a secret plea deal changed everything. Federal prosecutors allowed Epstein to plead guilty to 2 minor state charges, soliciting prostitution and procuring a minor. He served just 13 months in a county jail, mostly on work release. The deal, approved by then U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta, also granted immunity to unnamed co-conspirators.
What is the value of a secured guilty plea with registration versus rolling the dice? Is a value to a short guilty plea, because letting him walk, letting what the state attorney was ready to do go forward would have been absolutely awful.
For the victims, there was no trial, no testimony, no public reckoning. The deal wasn't just lenient, it was hidden from the girls it affected. And for the next 10 years, Epstein continued to move freely in elite circles. The question is, why? Behind closed doors, Epstein wasn't working alone. Ghislaine Maxwell, British socialite, Oxford-educated, and the daughter of media mogul Robert Maxwell, was more than just a companion. She was central to his operation. Victims later described how Maxwell would befriend them, groom them, and usher them into Epstein's home. She was often present. Sometimes she participated.
The first time she brought up the name Jeffrey Epstein, how did she describe him?
He was just a great guy. He's just saying, like, you know, he's helped me. I've struggled. Like, she was similar to me.
Did she say he could help you with your career?
That was a big part of it.
And when you think of her now, you used the phrase, you said the recruiter. You felt like she was looking for someone.
No, this ain't nothing.
Yeah.
By the time
this ain't nothing like the R. Kelly situation. Like Jeffrey Epstein is in a league of his own. Like this ain't nothing like R. Kelly, Diddy, Weinstein. This is totally different.
Miami Herald published its bombshell exposed in 2018. Public attention exploded. The story detailed not only Epstein's crimes, but also the network of enablers and the legal machinery that protected him. Maxwell was named in lawsuits. So were others. Epstein's world was unraveling, and suddenly the names in his contact book, presidents, princes, billionaires, began drawing scrutiny. Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump.
In the NBC archives, a Mar-a-Lago party shows Trump giving Epstein his personal attention. The footage, shot in November of 1992, before Trump opened the resort as a club, shows the future president surrounded by cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins, capturing Trump's unloving bachelor lifestyle.
Wow, who knew he was such a great dancer?
They all had past associations with Epstein. All denied any knowledge of wrongdoing. But the bigger question was still unanswered. Was Epstein the center of something larger, or just the only one who got caught? That question would only grow louder after his arrest, and even louder after what happened in a New York City jail cell. On July 6, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey. He had just returned from Paris on his private jet.
Oh, so that was 2019.
This time, the charges were far more serious. Sex trafficking and conspiracy to commit sex trafficking of underage girls. The indictment detailed a pattern of abuse that stretched from 2002
he had
to
to
2005.
done something for them to make them come down on him like this. What he stole somebody's money or something? Like, yo, cause they knew about this shit. This is how they only attack their own or these high-ranking people. Grain. You know, we watched that with Diddy. He must have went against the grain somehow. And then that's when they hit him with these charges.
And involved dozens of minors. Epstein paid girls as young as 14 for sex acts in his homes in Manhattan and Palm Beach. He also encouraged them to recruit others, creating what prosecutors called a sexual abuse pyramid scheme. Within days, federal agents raided Epstein's Manhattan townhouse. Inside, they found hundreds, possibly thousands of images of nude and partially clothed girls. Some appeared to be minors. Hidden compartments reportedly contained CDs labeled with names and descriptions. Investigators also seized cash, diamonds, and a fake passport listing, a Saudi Arabia residence. Epstein pleaded not guilty and was held without bail. Prosecutors argued he posed a flight risk. They noted his access to private aircraft and his history of witness intimidation. A judge agreed. But over a month later, on August 10, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan. The official cause? Suicide by hanging.
Two sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein discovered dead today in his jail cell. The cause, an apparent suicide. Justice and the FBI will investigate.
The circumstances surrounding his death sparked immediate suspicion. Epstein had reportedly attempted self-harm weeks earlier and had been placed on suicide watch, only to be removed 6 days later. On the night of his death, both correctional officers assigned to his unit failed to check on him for several hours. They later admitted to falsifying logs. Even more concerning, the surveillance cameras outside Epstein's cells were either malfunctioning or recorded unusable footage. No clear visual record existed of what happened that night. Federal authorities launched multiple investigations, but even early on, the inconsistencies gave way to doubt. Public reaction was swift and cynical. Many simply didn't believe that one of the most high-profile federal inmates in the country, a man with ties to some of the world's most powerful figures, could die in federal custody without something being wrong. Epstein didn't kill himself became a viral phase, meme, and slogan. It was printed on shirts, shouted at political rallies, and broadcast in interviews. And honestly, that's hard to ignore and disagree with.
Trevor Davis down here with our state senator, Sonny Borelli. He's also the majority whip. And Sonny, what are you going to say tonight? Epstein did not kill himself. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Public distrust deepened after further details emerged. Officers Tova Noel and Michael Thomas, the two guards on duty, were found to have browsed the internet, read sports articles, and fallen asleep during their shift. In 2021, they entered a deferred prosecution agreement, admitting their failure to perform mandatory checks. In return, they avoided jail time. The jail's reputation added to the suspicion. The Metropolitan Correctional Center, already known for poor conditions and understaffing, was facing serious scrutiny even before Epstein's arrival.
Now, how strange is that? Nobody never talked to these security guards that Poe's been watching them. Even still to this day, they ain't done not one interview. In the climate that we in now, they ain't done not one interview. That shit probably was part of their plea deal. You can't speak about this instance.
It was temporarily closed in 2021 due to poor infrastructure and ongoing concerns. Critics also pointed to the up-and-coming bail hearing, scheduled just days after his death. Epstein's legal team had been preparing a second attempt at securing his release, offering a $100 million bond, armed guards, and home confinement. His brother, Mark Epstein, raised questions about the timing. Speaking in interviews and to reporters, he pointed out the unusual decision to remove Epstein from suicide watch so quickly, and noted the family's intention to support bail. Mark arranged for renowned forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Baden to observe the autopsy.
You say that the answer to whether or not he killed himself could be in his eyes. Explain that.
That helps. That is with hanging. When the loop comes up under the windpipe, under the mandible, there usually is not any kind of hemorrhages in the eye.
Suicide watch.
Homicidal strangulation.
He supposed to have a cell buddy. They removed the cell buddy. Then I don't know how many days later he ended up killing himself. But he supposed to have a cell buddy after being removed off suicide watch. But the cell buddy got removed shortly. 6 days. All right.
Because of the increased pressure, there are hemorrhages in the eye.
And when you examined the body, there were burst capillaries.
There were burst capillaries in the eyes called petechiae, and that's not conclusive, but that's greater evidence of homicide than suicide.
Dr. Baden later told media outlets that some of Epstein's injuries, including broken bones in the neck, were more consistent with homicide than suicide, though the official ruling by the New York City medical examiner remained unchanged. More details emerged over time,
No photos were taken of Epstein's body in the position it was found.
I know you on suicide watch, you ain't got no clothes on. I do know that. They take your clothes and shit. They give you one of them little doctor gowns that that'll rip easily.
From the cell before a thorough forensic investigation. And the sheet he allegedly used to hang himself was thin, torn from a standard issue prison bed. Amid all of this, another source of public frustration remained. The lack of arrest beyond Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell had been taken into custody in July 2020 at a remote New Hampshire property. She was later convicted in December 2021 on 5 counts, including sex trafficking and conspiracy.
Do you feel safe in jail? Do you feel safe because there's threats on your life? So do you feel safe?
Yes, I feel safe. I would not know. I don't have any safety issues.
Because as you told me, jails are sometimes dangerous. And
she might not even be in jail. Who locked up with her?
Do you believe that he committed suicide?
It's Charlene. Charlene been to the feds.
No, he didn't. I don't believe he did it. I believe that he was murdered.
But the core question persisted. If Epstein had recruited and abused hundreds of underage girls and Maxwell had helped them, who were the clients? By 2020, flight logs from Epstein's private jet, nicknamed the Loletta Express, had become public. Names range from entertainers and business executives to global political leaders. None were charged. Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's most vocal accusers, named Prince Andrew in civil court violence.
He asked me to dance. He is the most hideous dancer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was horrible, and this guy was sweating all over me. Like, his sweat was it was raining basically everywhere, and I was just like, whoa, grossed out from that. But I knew.
No, see, the issue not the flight list. The issue is the blackmail. They say he was blackmailing people, and he kept a list of people that owed him favors and owed him money. That's the list that people was questioning. Where the fuck is it at? Now they're saying it don't exist, but for do exist.
I had to keep him happy because I would expect from me. People on the inside are going to keep coming up with these ridiculous excuses, like his arm was elongated, or the photo was doctored, or he came to New York to break up with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, come on. I'm calling BS on this because that's what it is. He knows what happened. I know what happened. And there's only one of us telling the truth, and I know that's me. I implore the people in the UK.
In 2022, the case was settled for an undisclosed amount, with the prince admitting no wrongdoings but stepping back from royal duties. The BBC interview he gave in 2019 meant to defend himself only worsened public perception. Meanwhile, social media and independent platforms continued filling the vacuum. With mainstream investigations being slow, people turned to internet forums and podcasts. Theories multiplied, and the narrative of a powerful man silenced before he could testify became dominant in popular opinion. The federal government, in contrast, remained quiet. No further arrests, no new names, and despite growing calls to release Epstein's full contact book and video evidence, very little new information came out until 2025, this year, when the Department of Justice decided to respond, but not in the way most expected. In July 2025, the Department of Justice released what it framed as a final update on the Epstein case.
With our law and justice lead and Elon Musk's favorite story, a new Justice Department memo reveals that the Justice Department has no evidence that convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed powerful people, or kept a client list, or was murdered in prison.
The memo was paired with over 11 hours of surveillance footage from the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York, the facility where Epstein died in 2019. The DOJ summary declared there was no credible evidence of a wider conspiracy, no secret blackmail operation, no so-called quote-unquote client list. The memo read in part, "We did not uncover evidence that could predicate on investigation against uncharged third parties." It also stated that there was no evidence that Epstein blackmailed any individual. individuals, and no indication that any prominent public figures
people
were
that fund
involved
them?
in illegal activity. The video footage released alongside the memo showed the hallways outside Epstein's cell block on the night of his death. According to the DOJ and FBI, the footage confirmed that no one entered or exited the special housing unit during the critical window. They concluded Epstein had acted alone. That conclusion was met with immediate skepticism. For many, the DOJ statements raised more concerns than they resolved. The memo simultaneously confirmed that Epstein had harmed over 1,000 victims, a staggering number, but it claimed that only he and Ghislaine Maxwell could be held criminally responsible. The surveillance footage, while technically confirming no unauthorized access to Epstein's tier, did not show the inside of his cell. The angle of the footage, placement of the cameras, and the absence of guards still left room for speculation. The guards involved, Tova Noel and Michael Thomas, never gave public testimony. Further complicating the situation, the DOJ memo acknowledged that investigators had reviewed over 300 gigabytes of digital material. This included more than 10,000 downloaded images and videos, many involving minors or apparent minors. But the department cited court orders and privacy protections as reasons for withholding much of the content from the public. Attorney General Pam Bondi and other officials noted the sheer scale of the material made it difficult to process and confirmed the identities of third parties involved. But victims' advocates argued that the lack of transparency undermined the pursuit of justice. While the DOJ emphasized the need to protect victims' privacy, it also appeared to signal an end to any broader accountability efforts. The memo concluded, no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted. The DOJ's final word has done little to close the case in the public eye. Instead, it highlighted the glaring contradictions in the official narrative. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of trafficking minors, but the DOJ now claims there were no identified recipients of that trafficking. Virginia Giuffre named Prince Andrew in sworn statements. He settled out of court in 2022, but was never criminally charged. Flight logs revealed a roster of elite names, but association was not considered evidence of wrongdoing.
They probably wasn't real gods.
Meanwhile, the DOJ says it found no blackmail tapes, no list of clients, and no credible evidence of extortion. But Maxwell's trial confirmed that girls were recruited for sex with wealthy men. If Epstein had over 1,000 victims and Maxwell helped him recruit them, the logical question: trafficked to whom? The offered closure. Instead, it left many wondering whether the full truth had been buried, not just with Epstein, but behind layers of institutional reluctance. With that, the case was declared closed, but for many, it never really opened. If this really is the end, it's a quiet one. Too quiet. No names, no closure, just a memo, a few tapes, and a world still asking, who else was involved, and why weren't they ever named? Thank you for watching.
That shit crazy.
Be sure to subscribe.
Don't tell me nothing about nobody selling no drugs. I don't want to hear nothing about street beefs ending in murder. Yo, when you can get away with some shit like this, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no justice system. This man was accused of trafficking kids. Prince Andrew's interview. Do y'all remember Prince Andrew's interview? Prince Andrew's interview on Epstein. Now, I'm sure they got the copyrighted. Y'all remember this interview? You could tell this nigga was lying. Yeah, this shit is comical, yo. It's fucked up, yo, because this is a serious situation. Yo, but this nigga is, yo, he better off not even doing this interview. Yo, nigga said I questioned why I was there. Yo, you're a grown ass man, bro. What the fuck you mean you You knew exactly why you was there. Hey, yo, I'm sick of these people, yo. I'm sick of these people.
Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
Oh, he went there to cut him off.
And I
had
a number of people cancel me.
Yeah, that man traveled from London to the United States to cut him off, yo. He had to do it face to face. He couldn't do that shit over the phone. No, hell no. This got to be a face to face conversation. Snitch. I had to go see him. You had to go make sure that motherfucker alibi was straight. They niggas Steven. Hey, that's the only time you got to go see somebody. You heard me? Your man get booked or some shit, he come over. You and your whole boy, whole girl did something together. He go to jail, come back home. You got to go see him. You feel me? Like, yo, what the fuck happened? Yo, what they was talking about? You feel me? That's what that was, y'all.
Of being able to get a hold of the man was I mean he was in and out all over the place, so getting him in one place for a period of time to actually have a long enough conversation to say, look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to, and that happened on the walk.
So what he really said, yeah, what them people told, what they say, man, like what's the extent of the investigation? Do they know about me? Jeffrey? Did they ask? You know, did you give them any information? Exactly, what are they investigating? I'm telling you, that's the conversation that they had, man. That's the conversation that they had. Yeah, you already know, bro. That's what it was. He sounded like Lord Woody on the stand. I guess that's the thing to say. I don't recall, man. Whenever in doubt, guys, if your girl catch you cheating, ladies, if you ever get caught cheating, the answer to give is I don't recall. I have no recollection. I mean, you ain't gotta say nothing else after that. Just I don't recall. I don't have no recollection. I don't give a fuck if they caught you, if they caught you in the motherfucking bed with them. No recollection. I don't know what the fuck you talking. That shit never happened. That's all you gotta say, y'all, and everything gonna be great after that. Keep it. You knew you said it.
Convinced that I was never in.
He said it. The fuck I'm not feeding people no lie. He said it. Yeah, I mean, it works. Trust me, man. It works. I just don't recall. Like, I don't give a fuck. What they would the chick, what the fuck that song? Shaggy song. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, man.
You know that you were at home with the children. Was it a memorable night?
That's what people doing now, Fredo.
That we now understand that is the date, which is the 10th of March. I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to
that nigga threw his kids in the mix. Dirty
Pizza
bitch.
Express.
Keep the kids out of it, yo. God damn, it's enough kids involved. Like, yo, don't bring your kids into it. Shit. You already out here doing things to other people's kids. Now he just threw his kids in the mix. Jesus Christ, yo, these guys are diabolical, man.
It was sort of 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and then because
I'm
the
off
Duchess
today.
was away, we have a simple rule in the family that when one's away, the other one's there. I was on terminal leave at the time from the Royal Navy, so therefore I was at home.
Why would you remember that so specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Oh yeah, you're right. He did say it was.
Pizza
You're right.
Express in Woking
He definitely said it was
an
his.
unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been through Woking a couple of times, and I remember it weirdly.
It do make you angry. It do make you angry. That's why you gotta. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, yo. Like it do make you angry because it's the fact that this man can sit up this bitch and lie. 11 million people watched this when it first aired. Like you sit up this bitch and lying, knowing good and goddamn well you was fully involved, you was complicit, you was aware, you knew what the fuck was going on, bro. You spent too much time, or you spent 4 days with the nigga. Y'all the fucking sleepover. The man got arrested and you came to visit him afterwards to get your alibi straight. Now you on this bitch lying like a motherfucker, but can't give no direct answers to nothing. I bet the fuck you can't.
I have no. Again,
he can explain everything else, but he can't explain the photo. I'm sick of these niggas, y'all. So we need to eradicate these type of people. That man can explain everything else. But she said, what about the photo? How do you explain that? I can't. Bitch, you better come up with an explanation. You can explain everything else. Shit. Don't stop now.
Absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
Do you recognize yourself in the photo?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult not to recognize yourself.
Your friend suggested
you better
that
off
the
saying that
photo
wasn't
is
me.
fake.
That's type shit. Yo, you better off saying that wasn't me. That's the type of shit that I do with the police. They're like, well, yeah, is this a picture? Nope. Fuck, no, the fuck it ain't. Yeah, that we got a video of you doing this, that, the third. Let me see it. Oh no, that ain't me. Fuck no, that ain't me. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm saying, but you got the same glasses on, got the same tattoos, man. I don't give a. That ain't me. You heard me? I don't know what the fuck. He might as well pull one of them moves. He might as well just pull that. No, that wasn't me. That was. See, he couldn't say Photoshop back then.
I think it's
settled with this girl in 2022. we got to mention that. We got to mention that he settled with this girl. Y'all know the picture, right? Hold on, let me go to the picture. Prince Andrew's photo with juvenile girl.
According to news.com.au, since Prince Andrew floundered through a train wreck BBC appearance last month, one photo has been circulated across the world's media again and again.
He's saying he don't know if that's him or not, man. But he settled. He settled with this girl. Lawsuit. Yeah, that hand look just like this hand. Maybe they both not his hands, y'all. Maybe they not his hands at all. You know what I mean? Maybe they added hands to the picture. Because these hands look similar. But maybe they're not his hands, you know. He cut his hands off. Added some different hands.
That has been suggested.
How you know when this is how you know when the truth versus lies. Like a lot of them Diddy lawsuits and allegations, yo, like the details was all over the place. When it came down to this situation, yo, these women had exact details of when these things occurred. Like it's hard to lie, yo, and give and go that much into detail. That's why this Epstein shit was so believable. That's why I believe everything the girl said about him. It's too detailed. It's too detailed, man. She talked about how he's sweating all that shit. He's sweating now, so he didn't sweat back in the day.
Are you saying you don't believe her? She's lying.
He ain't gonna say that.
That's a very difficult thing to
He ain't gonna say that.
answer because
you know, good goddamn well. You know, good goddamn well. He better not say that. That's a big defamation suit. Let's go back to the question again.
Why would she be saying those things?
we wonder exactly the same. But I have no idea.
I mean, I understand settling, but you don't settle for nothing like that. That's like pleading guilty to rape. Like, yo, if you ain't do that shit, yo, you don't settle to this. You know what I mean? You don't plead guilty to this type of shit. No, fuck no. You got the hell no. You don't plead guilty to that. Especially when you're innocent. Crazy. So now he's experiencing a trauma. You know how sometimes when you go through a trauma situation, you can't exactly remember how it happened? So that now he's explaining trauma, y'all. Like now going back to his time with Jeffrey Epstein. Now he's starting to process it different. Like how the fuck can you process anything different? You got a grown man in a house with children that ain't his. Like what the fuck is there to process? Like 2 + 2 = 4. Like yo, this nigga is crazy. Talk about going back at it. Now he looking at it different. Yo, you seen kids in the house, bro. They wasn't his. You knew they wasn't his. That man ain't got no motherfucking kids. Hey, yo, if I go in a grown man house, I don't get this nigga's tripping. Yo, if you go in a grown man house and all he employs is kids, then yo, I would never go there again. The fuck, like, why is he playing stupid? You talking about employee? You go in a grown man house. We ain't talking about his business that they other people run. We talking about his house where he lives and sleeps, and he might do business there too, but he lives and sleep here. And it's surrounded by children. You're gonna be like, oh, all right, he must be running the summer program. Like, it was like, come on, bro. Like, this nigga's stupid. Ain't no fucking way.
Didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way that was, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What's going on?
But you'd notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Buckingham Palace,
God.
wouldn't you?
But sorry, you would notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Jeffrey's house. Wasn't there. Not when I was there. Now, he may have changed his behaviour patterns in order for that not to be obvious to me.
So yeah, but he already was convicted. He was already convicted at this point, bro. The man was already convicted once of this type of, conduct.
And the legal advice was to do so, then I would be duty bound to do so.
Because you've said there are many unanswered questions, everyone affected wants closure. You would help to provide that closure.
If in the right circumstances, yes, I would, because I think there's just as much closure for me as there is for everybody else.
Well, Ernest, what he said was, his explanation as to why he was at his house after he got convicted was, he needed, I think he needed closure. They had to break up. Shawnee said they broke up in person. I check his temperature, make sure he ain't right. I think that's actually, and he stayed there for 4 days. So it was a 4-day conversation.
Some very strange and unpleasant.
Stay the fuck away from young people, man. His ass needs to stay the fuck away from young people permanently. It should be a permanent ban on Prince Andrews and young people, like straight up. If you catch him with a young person, just lock his ass up, send him to jail. Like, this shit was crazy, yo, but it don't look like we ever gonna get no clarity on the Epstein situation. I think they still trying to fight, yo, but I wouldn't expect documents to 2085. We'll never see him. We'll all be dead. Our kids, grandkids might check them out. Yeah, but they ain't gonna give a fuck about it. But this guy's a piece of shit. This fuck nigga lied for 49 minutes straight about every question. Don't remember nothing. We found out that, I guess we knew back then, but the picture was photoshopped. They photoshopped his hands, man. Like, that's his picture, that's his face, but somehow his hands got photoshopped around the girl. This shit crazy. But he don't know when that picture was taken, but he knows it was upstairs because it wasn't downstairs because it was a bar downstairs. So that's what we left with, y'all. That's what we left with. I don't know, yo. My max maybe probably 205 on the bench. I probably can get 205 once. I don't know. I ain't tried it in a while. I'm gonna get 185 for certain. Yo, but hit that like button. Make sure I subscribe to the channel, share the live. We be back live later on for real. Still early. So another day, keep it your news, and I'm out.